It's the season for buying. This holiday season's sales are expected to ring in at nearly $600 billion as shoppers flood online giants like Amazon, discount stores like Costco, and big box stores like Walmart. Lost in the shopping shuffle, the venerable department store.
Yes, I know just what you want.
It's a far cry from the days of Miracle on 34th Street, when shoppers flocked to department stores for almost all their holiday needs.
But I'll tell you one thing. From now on, I'm going to be a regular Macy customer. All right, dear.
The department store was an emporium, a place that basically carried everything for everybody. It really was the social center of a city.
Michael Lysicki is a department store historian. He can rattle off the many names of department stores who've gone out of business in the past 50 years.
Filene's, Jordan Marsh, G. Fox, Sage Allen, Strawbridge and Clothier, Lip Brothers.
Not to mention Marshall Fields, Gimbel's, Wanamaker's, all names from the past. Just look at the list of the big merchants of the mid-60s. Only one of the stores you see here, Macy's, still exists today.
I'm sorry to say, I think the era of department store is past, and I really miss it.
Thank you so much.
Which brings us to J.C. Penney. The 110-year-old merchandiser is struggling to find its way. Enter new CEO Ron Johnson, who came here from cutting-edge retail powerhouse Apple.
My dream is to bring the department store back to its glory. The department store is really part of the fabric of the community.
His assignment? To make J.C. Penney, a store founded in Wyoming by James Cash Penney back in 1902, a shopping destination all over again.
Today we all shop everywhere. We go to Target for some things, we go to the Gap for some things, we go online to Amazon. We all shop around. There's very little loyalty today in American retailing. To earn loyalty, you've got to do more than help them buy. You got to become a part of their life.
So for the past year, Johnson has been working to transform all 1,100 stores in 50 states into a 21st century state-of-the-art store he calls JCP.
We're here today in the future JCP. You know, we're going to transition JCPenney from a promotional department store we call a specialty department store, which is an entirely new way to shop.
His plan, as he showed us at this prototype store in Dallas, is to entice customers with shops within his JCP stores, creating a mini mall in each store.
Well, we don't call it an aisle, we actually call it a street.
A street.
It's a place to be, and it becomes the new navigation path for shopping. Because in the age of the internet, you've got to do more than be a place to buy. You've got to be a place people love to be. And so the street allows you to kind of do things that you couldn't do elsewhere.
So while a woman shops for the latest fashions, her husband can be catching up on the scores at the iPad table.
I feel like I'm in the Apple store.
Right.
The kids can head over to the Lego station. Afterwards, they might visit the in-store candy shop for a treat. Throughout, they'll find consistent prices for merchandise. Johnson banished the coupons JCPenney customers relied on for years.
The reason we're not using coupons is we would have to artificially inflate the prices 30, 40% to offer the illusion of value through a coupon. And that's a fundamental choice. We can either raise our prices and have coupons or price it low every day and try to deliver even more value periodically. We think that's a better way to run a business.
Johnson may believe it's better, but without coupons, sales at the new JCP stores dropped 20% in the first 3 months and have continued to decline. And JCP's stock price has dropped by half this year alone.
JCPenney is a store of necessities. It's a store of sales. You can't really dress up a store that has really traditionally played a basic role and try to change it almost overnight.
So who does have the recipe for department store success? Welcome to Nordstrom, where the family name is still on the door and a family member, Eric Nordstrom, is president of stores. Last year's sales here totaled $10.5 billion.
Why do you think Nordstrom has been successful when some other department store chains have faltered?
I think we're fortunate in what's been built before us, and being customer-centric and really having that focus has always been there. And that's helped a lot.
Thank you. My pleasure. Have a great day.
Nordstrom's customer focus is legendary. There's a piano player, a concierge at the front door ready to help with requests, and one rule for employees dealing with customers: use your best judgment.
People talk a lot about Nordstrom's return policy, which is what?
We don't have a return policy. Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know how to create a return policy that would take care of every possible situation. So we default to not having a policy and really just take the approach of doing the right thing.
The chain also uses technology to satisfy customers' desires.
Yeah, the shoe department is a good example of use of technology here. And those devices have real-time access to our complete inventory. So 117 stores, our online warehouse in Iowa.
You can have it all right there
They
in
have
their
it right
hands.
there. So for in my day when I sold shoes, great service was if you didn't have the size, you'd pick up the phone and call other stores. But that doesn't pass these days. Customers want to know now. Can't you find out now?
Now, what began as a Seattle shoe store in 1901 with first-day receipts totaling $12.50 has become a specialty department store chain with stores in 31 states across the country. So what does Eric Nordstrom think of the task in front of JCP's Ron Johnson?
One of his challenges really change of taking a store and really changing in many fundamental ways. It's that's hard. That's something we haven't had to do.
Johnson remains unfazed. He believes his strategies will make his department stores as popular as that other famous retailer, and he has something else he'll need too: confidence.
Do you ever stop smiling?
Yeah, I guess. No, it's just, but it's innovation's really hard. At the same time, it's very energizing. And it's so important that we invent the future and we move forward.
So what if you fail?
It's not an option.
Not an option.
Nope,
Not going to happen.
not gonna happen.